Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Calderone, and this is another edition of Coach's Corner here at UAlbany. Joining us now is Chris Cannata, head coach of the softball team here at UAlbany. And 4 games in the books right now. The program 1-3, but the program could easily be 3-1. Played in a tournament down in Jacksonville, won a game by 1 run, lost 2 games by a run. So even though 1-3, you're going down to South Carolina this weekend with some momentum, considering that there were some positives that happened over the past weekend. And you guys open up, Chris, in this tournament down in Rock Hill, South Carolina, against Kentucky. All you got to do is say Kentucky, SEC, and you know what you're getting into. What do you know about the Wildcats?
Well, obviously they're a very strong team playing a very strong conference. That team was in the World Series 2 years ago. That pitcher, their #1 pitcher, pitched in the World Series, and they were a game away from the finals. So they're a tough team. They're 14-2 already, so they have 16 games under their belt, and have beaten some pretty tough teams already, Oregon and some top 10 teams already for them. So that's a big challenge for us.
That's a doozy off the top,
yes,
right?
It is.
And you know what? And this has always been, I've been covering sports for a long time, so I was always, this is a self-serving question more than anything, is when you schedule teams to prepare for that or potentially prepare for maybe an NCAA, tournament.
Right, it is. A lot of times with these tournaments, you really don't know. You certainly want to play like some of the bigger teams because that's who you're going to be playing when you get to the regionals.
Sure. So we know you start off with Kentucky, followed by South Carolina State. So what do you know about them?
Right now, I think they're kind of in the same boat as us. I think they're like 2-6 or something like that, and but the teams down there are at a little more of an advantage because they're out there playing on their own fields outside.
Sure.
And stuff, and we're still taking ground balls on the gym floor, which is a little
it's 25
different.
up here,
yes,
it's 75 degrees down there.
Exactly. So, that's a little bit, but we use that to our advantage, and we go out and take advantage of the weekends that we're playing. This is all to get ready for conference, and at the end of the month we're going to be playing up here. So we don't have that much time. We have a lot of games in the month of March, and we're on the road pretty much the whole entire month.
And then you follow up that schedule. It's, again, 5 teams that they play, starting with Kentucky, South Carolina State, Lehigh, Winthrop, and Lehigh. So you play them twice.
Yes.
How did that work out?
Yeah, it's just with 5 teams, you play somebody twice down there, So Lehigh has always been at the top of the Patriot Conference. They've been to the NCAA regionals many times, so they're a top team. Winthrop has also won their conference. They've been to the NCAA regionals many times. So it'll be a good test for us just to see where we are and see how now, second weekend in, how we compete and how things go.
And see how it goes.
And see how it goes.
Fans of this program, and I've covered UAlbany athletics and the softball program for many years and have seen many really good players come through this program. For fans who are going to come and check out games this year, and I know it's tough, but maybe a top 2, top 3 players that they should really be interested in getting a look at.
I think up the middle of our defense, which is usually like where you like to be as solid as you can. In the middle infield, we have 2 seniors, Maggie Cox at short and Kelly Costello playing second right now, that we're hoping have big years for us. And they've both been all-conference players. And then Liz Snow behind the plate, another all-conference player. I think she was Rookie of the Year when she was a freshman, and so the center of our defense right now. We'll probably some of the freshmen are going to have to step into very big shoes and fill those for us to be where we need to be by the end of the year.
Well, let me ask you that: is there a freshman that you think could make an immediate impact?
I think it's a pretty talented freshman class throughout, but I think. Well, 3 kids got a lot of playing time last weekend, and I think Sarah Petzel actually was Rookie of the Week. So she's going to be our left fielder, filling the shoes of Vicki McFarland, who are pretty most of the time. And then we have a freshman catcher. We have some outfielders that we need contributions from them, and also the sophomores and the juniors too. I mean, it's going to be an overall effort to get where we need to be. And sometimes when you have a young team, it takes a little while to get there.
She's the head coach of the UAlbany softball team. Chris Canada. Chris, thank you so much. And again, don't forget, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and tell a friend about the website. It's ualbanysports.com. I'm Joe Calderone. Thanks for watching Coach's Corner. We'll see you next time.